What's up, stay-at-homies? Hope you're doing great. Hope you had a great weekend. We're going to get all caught up on our feelings mandalas first. So I'll just show you where I'm at so far. I actually really like the way mine is looking today. It's almost turning into this cool like star type shape. Let's see, how am I feeling today? I'm feeling pretty calm. I think calm is the one. Okay, so today we are going to do a sound story together. Now, I've chosen a story for today called Bear Wants More, and it's by Karma Wilson, and the illustrations are by Jane Chapman. So this is the book that we're going to use for today, but once you see how to do this, you could actually make sound stories out of really any books that you have at your house. You could get the family involved. It's really a lot of fun. So you'll want to go through the book and make a list of characters. A really great thing to look for is a book that has quite a few characters where they appear more than once in the story. So this one's really great because there's, of course, the bear, and then the bear has a bunch of different animal friends, but they don't just come into the story one time. Their name is mentioned a few times over the course of the story, and that's really what makes a sound story fun. So start off by going through and making a list of your characters. Okay, so this story has the bear, a mouse, a hare, badger, gopher, mole, raven, and wren. That's 8 characters. Now, what I'm going to do is see if I can find 8 different sounds, one to match each of the characters in the story. I don't know about you, at my house, I don't have all the same instruments that we have at school, so I have to get a little bit creative and just see what I can find. I have some ideas to show you, and then you're just going to see what you can find in your house. Last week, one of our Fun Stuff videos was actually making our own shakers. So if you still have your shakers or you still have the materials for making your shakers, you could use those. So I still have my maraca from last week, so I could use that for one of my sounds. I still have one of my other container shakers that I made. Another thing that you can do with empty containers is use them almost like a little drum. So I've got one here that has a lid on it. Now this one, I use this for paint water, so it's kind of grungy on the inside. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna actually flip it over upside down because I don't have the lid for this one anymore. That works as a drum. Sounds a little different if I hold it up than if I put it on the table. But you could find some paper. This is just some tissue paper that I had lying around. It actually has bite marks in it because my cats like to chew paper. Not too sure why. It's kind of a cool sound. Toilet paper. Everybody's crazy about toilet paper these days. So if you save one of the cardboard tubes from the toilet paper, you could tap it. You could hit it with something else like a marker or a pencil. Or I kind of like this sound. Kind of a swishing sound. Almost reminds me of like sand blocks that we might use at school. I found this gigantic clothes pin in a drawer. I don't know why I have this. Makes a cool little clicking sound. Almost like little castanets. This is an empty laundry detergent container. And makes a couple kind of cool sounds. So it's almost like bit of a drum sound. I like that. This is a sketchbook that I picked up from the dollar store quite a while ago, and it has this coil binding on it. This is fantastic for a sound because, listen to this. Love it, fantastic. So you could look for something with this coil binding on it, little notebooks or journals that you might have around the house. So these are some of those fancy edge scissors. I was using these last week when I was making the mini journals. Listen to this. That's a cool sound. Needed a hello from the kitties, of course, or at least one of them. Molly loves stories. She's really excited. Oh, okay, yeah. So hopefully that gives you some good ideas and you'll be able to find 8 different things from around your house that you can use. What might be helpful is if you write each of the character names on a little piece of paper like this, and that way you can get yourself organized, because it can be kind of hard to keep track. 8 sounds, 8 different characters, it's a lot to just remember. If we were doing this at school, we would probably just have 1 sound per person. But if you're doing this, you might be doing all 8 sounds by yourself. Maybe you grabbed a family member or 2, so you're sharing it, but it could be helpful for you to label your sounds. So I'll put a list up on the screen and you can get yourself ready. Now, when I read the story to you, what I'll do is put the pictures on the screen and then I'll pause. So I'll have a little break in there to give you time to make the sound. Okay, so hopefully you can get yourself organized and we'll meet back here for the story. Here is the list of the 8 characters in our story. You can go ahead and press pause while you get yourself organized and then continue the video when you're ready for the story to start. Okay, have you got all your objects ready to make the sounds? So as I go through the story, listen for the different character names and make the sound right after you hear me say that animal's name. Ready? Let's do it. This is going to be fun. When springtime comes in his warm winter den, a bear wakes up, very hungry and thin. He waddles outside and roots all around. He digs and he paws fresh shoots from the ground. He nibbles on his lawn till the last blade is gone, but the bear wants more. Mouse scampers by with his acorn pail. Come along, Mouse squeaks, to Strawberry Vale. So up Mouse hops onto Bear's big back. They tramp through the woods for a fresh fruit snack. The berries grow sweet and they eat, eat, eat. But the bear wants more. The noon sun glows when along hops Hare. Good day, friend Mouse. How do, friend Bear? I'm hungry, roars Bear. Hare says, follow me. There's a fresh clover patch by the cottonwood tree. They nibble on their lunch with the crunch, 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 but the bear wants more. Badger shuffles by with his new fishing pole. There's a fine fish feast at the old fishing hole. They head to the pond and they sit by the shore. Bear catches fish
but he still wants more. Meanwhile, back at the big bear's den, wait Gopher and Mole with Raven and Wren. They bake honey cakes, they decorate the lair. It's a springtime party for their good friend, Bear. Bear rubs at his tummy. He smells something yummy, and he still wants more. Bear sniffs, and he snuffles as a sweet breeze blows. He romps to his home. He follows his nose. His friends yell surprise when he gets to his den, but Bear is so big that he can't fit in. Bear wails, "What luck! I am stuck in my own front door." Mouse squeaks, "Poor Bear. He is wedged too tight. Hare tugs. Raven pushes with all of their might. Badger gets a stick, and he pries so hard that Bear pops out and he lands in his yard. Since Bear is so wide, they party outside, and he still wants more. Bear opens presents. He gobbles honey cakes. He eats so much that his big tummy aches. He snuggles in the grass, and he snores big snores. He is full, full, full. But his friends want more. And that's the end.
All right, everyone, that's it for me today. Hope you had fun making a sound story. Until next time, be brave, be kind, and wash your hands.